Alexander wasn't just a military genius, he was also a master of political strategy. He understood that conquering territory wasn't enough. He needed to unify his empire. Alexander encouraged his Greek soldiers to marry local women and took on Persian customs himself to integrate the lands he conquered. This wasn't typical in ancient empires. He understood that a multi-ethnic, culturally blended empire would be stronger and more sustainable. Fast forward to today, and his approach still resonates. Political leaders study his tactics, understanding that alliances and diplomatic connections can be as powerful as military force. Even military academies worldwide use Alexander's battles as teaching examples for leadership, strategy, and unity. By blending Greek and local cultures, Alexander created a legacy of diversity and cultural acceptance, values that are foundational in today's globalized world. But Alexander's political influence didn't end with his death. His empire splintered, but the Hellenistic influence carried on, seeding ideas that would shape future empires, from the Roman Empire to modern nation-states. Many modern politicians still cite Alexander's strategies in uniting diverse peoples under one rule as inspiration for international relations today. Beyond politics, Alexander's conquests created a massive cultural exchange. Through his campaigns, he spread Greek culture, creating a period known as the Hellenistic Age. This era saw Greek art, philosophy, and science reach far beyond its borders, influencing regions as far as Egypt, Persia, and even parts of India. Imagine a world where Greek ideas about democracy, philosophy, and science weren't widely spread. Because of Alexander's empire, Greek language and culture became the foundation of education and intellectual exchange across a vast area. Today, we still study thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, Alexander's own tutor. Their ideas on ethics, politics, and metaphysics influence fields ranging from psychology to politics. Without Alexander's cultural legacy, it's likely that much of this knowledge would have remained confined to a small part of the ancient world. The Hellenistic period also influenced art and architecture in ways that still inspire modern aesthetics. The grand architecture we associate with Western civilization, with its columns, statues, and symmetry, was spread widely because of Alexander's empire. Even today, public buildings, museums, and monuments draw on this Greco-Roman style, a direct echo of the cultural fusion Alexander began. Alexander's influence spread Greek as a common language, especially among the elite. Known as Koine Greek, this common dialect allowed diverse people across the empire to communicate and trade, uniting different regions under a shared linguistic culture. Over time, Koine Greek became the basis of much of Western literature, religion, and education. Greek became the language of intellectuals, scientists, and scholars. The New Testament of the Bible, for instance, was written in Koine Greek, which allowed it to spread rapidly across the Mediterranean. By making Greek the lingua franca of his empire, Alexander laid the groundwork for centuries of knowledge exchange, impacting religious texts, scientific discoveries, and literature. Today, Greek and Latin roots form the basis of much of the English language, especially in technical fields like medicine and science. Many of the words and concepts we use daily trace back to Alexander's vision of a unified Greek-speaking world. His impact on language helped shape the way we communicate, teach, and learn even now. Section 4. Alexander in modern pop culture. Alexander's story is the ultimate tale of ambition and conquest, and it's no wonder he's become a popular character in films, literature, and even video games. From the classic movie Alexander to characters inspired by him in TV series and novels, Alexander's image as a visionary, a conqueror, and even a tragic hero continues to fascinate. He represents the epitome of ambition, a symbol of what it means to dream big and push boundaries. Modern portrayals often focus on his bravery, strategic brilliance, and the personal struggles he faced. These representations, whether accurate or dramatized, capture the imagination of audiences and inspire a sense of awe and adventure. In video games, you can find characters modeled after Alexander. His strategic prowess and relentless drive to achieve the impossible are themes that resonate deeply with gamers and storytellers. His story has been adapted countless times, each interpretation adding another layer to his mythical status. Alexander is also a symbolic figure in leadership books, motivational talks, and academic studies on ambition. He's referenced as the ultimate archetype of someone who dared to defy the limits of his time. Alexander's vision and early globalization. Alexander's grand vision wasn't just about creating an empire. He dreamed of a unified world. He wanted East and West to blend together into a shared culture with exchange and harmony at its core. This concept was revolutionary in his time, and it set the stage for what we recognize today as globalization. Alexander encouraged cultural exchange, adopting Persian customs and clothing, introducing Greek ideas into the East, and respecting local traditions as he traveled. Today, our world is more interconnected than ever, and Alexander's vision of blending cultures can be seen in the globalized society we live in, where ideas, traditions, and values are shared across borders. In this sense, Alexander was an early champion of what we now consider multiculturalism. While his methods were often brutal, his legacy as a bridge between cultures continues to resonate. Conclusion. Alexander the Great's impact on modern culture is both vast and subtle, affecting everything from politics to pop culture, from language to our very concept of leadership. His legacy isn't just in the lands he conquered or the battles he fought. It's in the values, ideas, and inspiration he left behind. He showed us the power of ambition, the strength in diversity, and the potential of a connected world. So, the next time you hear his name, remember, Alexander may have lived thousands of years ago, but his influence is still shaping our world today. If you enjoyed learning about his incredible legacy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. How do you see Alexander's impact in your life?